thing going over outside in the overhead. Well, the reason I'm doing this is a couple of days ago, was a comment on my YouTube channel here, down in the comment section. Comment was that I should fire my cameraman. Well, I kind of studied about it. So today you're blessed that sound that you just heard. I'm gonna do it again. That's the sound department. See if you know what this sound is right here. That's the sound of ripping paper, one fold. But you know, like that right there is a body shop fold. You fold your paper in 3 sections. If I can give you a tip in a video on YouTube that's actually worth something, that's a body shop fold. Anywhere you put it at like that, it fits together. And the benefit of this right here is when you're water sanding a paint job, this and here adheres to that one, and it don't slip. And you've always got a new surface right there waiting on you. But that's 1200 grit right there. There ain't much to it. I'm just knocking the dust off of it, so. But I set the camera up. I set that camera up right there today on purpose, and to see if you kind of thought I might done a little better on my camera work. So I worked on the focuser, really is what I worked on today. But that's that 1200 grit paper up there. It's not much grit to it. I'm gonna put a coat of that. It's a polyurethane semi-gloss. We'll get that on there. And we'll take the hand grinder, taper them corners off down there at the bottom, so that when we weld this onto the square axle tube, we'll have a V-way to fill up to give us more surface area for the weld face. Let's get that done. As being square cut is the look you get, but a little hand rounding over right there, about 1 inch and something over from the end right there. I'll put these two stanchions. I'm not sure what this part would be called on a parts list, but like maybe from the end there, 1 1/4 of an inch, measure it, and then clamp this to that pipe. That's 11 gauge. This is solid bar at 10/18, I'm pretty sure what this would be. But the rounding over was to copy the profile of this tubing, 11 gauge. It's quite thick. So with that accomplished, now I'll take the grinder and cut this quite deeply. And then when I put it on here, I'll weld right down in yonder till it fillets, and then I'll grind it as needed to be. But, and I chose this distance, if you taken notes, from here to here. You know, somebody wants a blueprint of this system, and you know, it's just kind of to use what you got. And I had a piece of bar stock that was this long, so I just sawed it half in two, and so that gave me 2 of these, which is what I needed. So, you know, if you had a piece that was a little longer, I think would be appropriate, or even to the point of it was really short. You know, this right here, you could make 2 out of this by positioning them quite close to that tube, which is a good idea. It does add strength to it, but it's not needed in this application. It'll be strong this way also. And, well, with the little added distance right here, it gives you a little more clearance on those wood skid runner part there. With the undercarriage, it gives you a little more clearances, you know. So we'll get these welded up, and but like I say, it's no, that's not the right one. It's no set position. Taking in consideration that when you build your handle to go with this type cart, that when you bend your metal to come through that hole and put a cotter on it, when you bend that piece of metal, you have to bend it with such a short of amount right there that you can actually get the cart handle off and put back on with ease by giving yourself a little more clearance right here. And that way when you come down with that L shape, you got the clearance between the wheel and the hole, and it go right in there. But keeping in mind you want it as far out as you can in order to have some leverages. Just saying. Get that done. Typical afternoon here in Middle Tennessee. The geographical center of something, they say. Sharp Dog Sam. I went on ahead and knocked out two, a set of two axles as the plane goes off in the distance.